Stirring the coffee with unbroken chopsticks using the vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee. At the molecular level, good morning, welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started, but first, Ethiopian coffee made in a percolator with a little cream, a little bit of honey. Pretty darn good, if I say so myself. Coffee is from Tenacia from Chicago. Breaking news, Los Angeles County says stay-at-home orders are extended for another 3 months. That just out yesterday. Another 3 months. Interesting, right? Thinking positive creates positivity, no more than thinking ham sandwich creates a sandwich. It's about action. If you want a sandwich, thinking ham sandwich all day long isn't going to create a sandwich. You know what's going to create a sandwich? Action. Action. So rather than thinking positive, how about some positive action? People talk about raising your vibrations. I'm talking about raising your bank account. Positive thoughts are the natural byproduct of doing positive things. They are not the answer. They are the byproduct of positive action. Make action your default mode. A grasshopper walks into a bar and the bartender says, "Hey, we have a drink named after you." The grasshopper looks surprised and says, "You have a drink named Irving?" That's from Dean Martin. If you don't have your own plans, chances are you'll end up in someone else's plans, and guess what they have planned for you? Not much. That's from Jim Rohn. Did you hear about the tractor salesman? When his girlfriend broke up with him, she sent him a John Deere letter. 10 years from now, everyone's going to be ripping out that pallet paneling that they installed everywhere in their house. "Oh, where'd you get that?" "Oh, they're from pallets." "Nice patio furniture. Did you make that?" "Yes, from pallets." Well, we've been doing pallet stuff for about 10 years now. The repurposing, recycling movement. I get it. I understand. Many red-pilled men can't decide if they are victors or victims. Your gurus are mockers and punks who speak to you like you're a loser and a victim. Think about that. And you lap that up, don't you? You're not a loser. You are not a victim if you got played. And guess what? We've all gotten played. It's happened to the best of us. So this is what you need to do. Throw away the baby bottle and start eating some solid meat. It looks kind of weird, a grown man drinking from a bottle. And that's what you're doing when you watch the red pill YouTube videos. Most of them, that is. If you want to know the decent ones, private message me and I'll let you know. I am as red-pilled as one can get. I just don't wear a broken heart or an angry bird on my sleeve. And I'm not downplaying your pain. It's real, I know. But I am holding you accountable for your choice to suffer. Pain is inevitable. You are going to have pain, but suffering is optional. Watching red pill content creators gives license to and perpetuates that suffering. You never come away feeling better when you watch most of your favorite red pill guys. Your company says you can't return to work for our company unless you are vaccinated. Your health insurance will not be renewed unless you're vaccinated. Okay. It will come down to that. Most red-pilled guys aren't inspiring because they are not inspired themselves. Their whole existence is nothing but a reaction. They can't have a muse because a muse is female, and female bad. No hope, no inspiration, nothing to teach except hold the fort and beware of the devil behind every door. What a way to live. You know that the V Patrol will go house to house, right? And they know exactly who lives under every roof. How, you might say? You filled out a census form, didn't you? You told them. What a coinky-dink that the V and the census are all happening in the same year. But when you get it, you'll also be V certified. How that is done is yet to be disclosed, whether it be a chip or an ID card or something. But the escalation will be as follows. Come on, man, just take the V. It's not like it's going to kill you. Next level. You want to protect your kids and grandkids, right? Next level. If you're a good citizen, you'll get it. Next level. You're not leaving the house without it. Next level. Officers, proceed with the V taser. Now that didn't hurt, did it? The best sex of my life is going to be from 60 to 105 years old. I'm not burying anything that isn't dead yet. If you're not taking miniature downhill skiers and pretending your wife's curves are ski slopes, then who is? You know you want to do it. Man, when's the last time you looked at a woman and felt like a muse appeared? A muse. You were in awe of her like a work of art that no words can describe. You silently gazed at her and wrote 10 more pages, put 40 more pounds on the bar, and you ran 1 extra mile. When was the last time that happened? All of you that are in a career exploration phase or looking at new careers, seriously consider if your potential job is an essential job or not. This fiasco is revealing who will be allowed to earn money or who can do business in the future. It's only going to get worse. Choose wisely. You no longer have the luxury of chasing your passion or doing what you love. That's first world nonsense. I've taught this key concept for 30 years now. Do what makes money, and the money will follow. Ask, what job or revenue is pan, dem, ick, proof? Shout out to CFA Weiss, who might be watching this, who commented a few videos ago. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for watching. Come do a podcast with me. I think the people will like you. We believe that the Christian religion welcomes and is capable of scholarly defense. J. Gresham Machen, 1929. And does your woman wear an apron when she cooks for you? Aprons are pretty sexy, I think. Just my opinion. No matter what your politics or opinion about a president or a former president are, they are to be addressed as Mr. President. Yes, Donald Trump is Mr. President, and Barack Obama is Mr. President. That's how they are addressed. Speaking of language differences, are you the person that says, I'm up for it? Or are you the kind of person that says, I'm down with it? What are you, up for it or down with it? Put your answer down below, I'd like to know. When marriage happens, two become one. When divorce happens, one becomes two. Hence the pain and confusion that usually happens with both parties. Outcomes vary with the coping mechanism that the party uses to ease the pain. Sex, drugs, alcohol, hypersociality, hypersexuality, cynicism, anger, all of those things are possible results of one becoming two. So what is perceived by the world as a badge of honor, which is, in the men's world, hooking up with multiple women, badge of honor. It's like hooking up an extension cord to more appliances than it's rated for. The guys who are into evolutionary psychology and biology, science, will tell you that you were meant as a man to spread your seed in as many women as possible. An extension cord is made for one appliance. When you put too many appliances on it, it overheats. Something happens. Trouble's going to come. This is not a popular topic amongst men. And I know there are some people saying, but gee, weren't you a kind of a ladies' man and into all that? At one time I was. Yes, I was. And I regret it. And the only way you can do that is to become an old man and realize your error-filled ways and make a change and tell people about it. I do not recommend it. If I had life to live over again, I would have loved to have one woman. Do you think we could have overloaded our spirit and our psyche by having multiple sex partners? This is a question for all the men and all the women. Do you think we overloaded our psyche by having multiple partners? You become one flesh with a woman that you have sex with. It's a fact. You become one, whether or not you believe in Christian principles. Now let's talk about gravity. Whether or not you believe in gravity, if you climb up on your roof and step off the edge, you're going to go down. Gravity doesn't care if you believe in it or not. You're going down. It's a natural law. Now God says, when you join with a woman, you become one flesh. Whether you believe in that or not, it's true. So if you have sex with multiple people, you're becoming one with multiple people. Therefore, you are becoming fragmented with many people. Men are becoming schizophrenic. Now, women, the reality is this. We know this just through studies. Women who've had multiple sex partners, there is a look on their face. There is something that happens to them. There's a hardness. There's an emptiness in their eyes. Let's say a man has 10 sex partners. Let's say a woman has 10 sex partners, and that's a low number for most people today. It's more like 40 and up. Men don't show that number as much as women do. Something happens to a woman's soul and psyche when she receives a man into her body. When another pound of flesh enters her and deposits its seed, something happens to her, and it's not good. Men and women are different in the way that they handle multiple partners, or the outcomes of having multiple partners. With women, it's more tragic. Men, you've been with women who are just soulless. Soulless. It's weird, isn't it? If you are going bald, buzz it, slick it, or shave it. Never comb it over. And stop wearing stupid beanies in the summertime, unless you're Jesse James. You look stupid. Take off the beanies. Nothing like these grown men going bald, wear a beanie. It's like, dude, what are you, like 15? Come on. Early on, there's no such thing as loving somebody just the way they are. You are continually putting them on trial in your head. A verdict may be guilty, but justified. It might be guilty, but that was 10 years ago. And this is why all dating should be called the exploration phase. You had a life before her, she had a life before you. Details of what happened before you came a couple are generally off limits. However, you are smart if you look for patterns of behavior that existed before you met that person. If the other person is offended at your rational inquiries, asking questions about their past, it is time for you to fly and be decisive about it. Can you hear the traffic in the background? It's this low din. I can actually hear it through the walls of the house. I can actually hear the traffic. And it's not even 6 o'clock yet. Might be time to create a studio that actually is silent, so I can do the Daybreak show from at the Daybreak Ranch. And with that, finish your coffee. And I'll see you tomorrow on the Daybreak Show, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason.